Tadena.
Hello students, in last class we have discussed some of the topics and today in this class we are going to discuss about DBMS system. So already you know about the data. So what is the data? Raw facts of an entity we can call as the data. Example, your age, height, weight. So these we are going to be called as a data. And next, a picture also a data. And after that comes to the PDF file is also we can consider as the data. So these things we can call as the data. Raw facts of an entity is called data. Next one, database. So what is the database? So here data we have completed. Next one is the database. So what is a database? A database comes to a database is a systematic collection of a data. So here we are going to collect the data in a systematic way, and after that we will store the data, and that data is going to be used for electronic storage. So where we are going to store? So this data we can store in our computer system. So this data is going to be stored in a computer system, and sometimes we can manipulate also will be there. What is meant by manipulation? Manipulation comes to the changes in data. So manipulation comes to the changes in the data. For example, if you are going to be make some changes in your data, so that is called manipulation. So database comes to the data management task. So this comes to the very easy. And coming to here, database examples are comes to the telephone directory. So what is the telephone directory? So telephone directory is the database where we can store the data of the people. For example, how many people are there? So what are their contact numbers? Each and everything we can store. In an electronic service provider, database is used to manage the bill. So here, by using the telephone contacts, how they are going to be making the calls, and by taking these calls, we are going to be able to make the billing, and these things we can impact of using the database. By using the database only, we are able to make the billing, and we can solve the client related issues, and like that thing we are going to be used. And not only that, if we are going to take in the Facebook, so the Facebook is going to store your data, and which is going to be used to manipulate. Manipulate means you are able to change the data. For example, your 1 year ago is possible. So then automatically your age will be. Automatically the Facebook is going to be upgrades your age, and it will be update your age, and it will be gives the next. For example, your age is 22. And next year it will gives the 24, and next year it will gives the 24 like that. So like that it is going to be manipulate your data, and after that comes to the data. So your friends, each and everything, messages, advertisements, your photographs, your videos, everything will be stored in a database. And not only that, it will be also store your activity. Activity means when you are going to be logged. So when is your last post is going to be done, each and everything will be available in your Facebook. So this comes to the your database. So this we can call as the database. This system is going to be done using the DBMS. What is mean by DBMS? DBMS stands for Database Management System. So here database is a collection of information. So database which contains the information contains information from a particular enterprise. So what is the information? Comes to the data plus process, whatever may be the output we are going to be get, that output we can call as information. Data plus process equal to output. Data plus process, whatever may be output we are going to get, that output we can call as information. This information belongs to a one particular enterprise. So that enterprise we are going to be take it as a database. So coming to here, in our college, how many students are there? For example, 350 students are there. The 350 students, their records is going to be called as a database. So information about a particular enterprise. So in first year how many students, second year how many are there, final year how many are there. So like that it is going to take the data and the academic progress which is going to come under your database management system. By using this database management system, we are going to be having some advantages. So what are the advantages? And these notes already you are going to be having in your book. So I am explaining those parts. So coming to here, advantages of DBMS. So first one comes to the improved data share. So what is meant by data share? That means if you want to share the data with group of the people, so here you can share the data. So this is the one of the advantage. So in this advantage, you can share the data with group of people. So here the advantages are comes to be here. First one comes to the data sharing. Here comes to the data sharing. DBMS helps creates an environment in which end users have better access to more and better managed data. So here we can share the environment. By using this, you can share the data with a group of the people, and based on this, an environment will become. And by using that environment, you can share the all type of the data very easily. Next one, data security. Second one comes to the data security. So that means in DBMS we are going to be having the security. Security means here we can give the security for our data. How to give the security data? Sometimes here in this case, in security concept, we are going to be take the passwords. That means we can lock our data by using the passwords. We can lock our data by using the passwords, and by these passwords you can easily provide. So coming to here in access, if you are going to be given the password, so the data will not be recorded, because in access if you forget the password, there is no chance of recovery. But in Oracle you can recover the data when you are going to forget the password. You can give the data security part. So by using that, you can you are going to be having the security breaches are there. By the security breaches, you can protect your data very easily. Next, third one comes to the data integration. So third one is comes to the data integration. So in this data integration, so based on your data, if you want to, in different types of organization, you can make a clear way of big picture. So that means I want to take the how it is going to be performing. So whether it is going to be performing in development way or profits or loss. So I am going to take. So if the mark is going to comes to the up, so it is going to comes to the profits. Now this line is going to comes to the down. So then I am going to face in the heavy losses in my organization. To get such type of these things, you can easily manage. But to manage these things, you are going to be having the data integration. By using this data integration, you can take the clear view of your data part of your organization. And after taking that organization, so it's going to be gives the concept, and this concept is going to be useful to implement the lot of things about arrows, and like that it is going to comes to be in a easy and better manner. manner. So this we are going to be implement in easy and better manner. So next one comes to the minimized data inconsistency. Minimized data inconsistency. So what is meant by inconsistency? Inconsistency means we can take the data in a better way. So how the better way comes to the generally we are going to be having the two things in our computer system. The first one is the file system and another one we can call as database system. So coming to here, what we have to be mentioned in database system. In database system, if we are going to be having in file system, we are going to be having some drawbacks are there. The drawbacks are comes to the multiple file formats, and in this we are going to be having the multiple file formats, and the next one comes to the we are going to be having the multiple file formats, and we are going to be having the data reduction and inconsistency. Data redundancy and inconsistency. Data redundancy we can call as multiple file format. For example, if you are going to be taken MS Word, you can save in 17 formats in our Word 2010. In Word 2010, the same file you can save in 17 different file formats. So this is called data inconsistency, data reduction, redundancy. Next, data inconsistency. Data inconsistency means duplication of information. So here in this inconsistency, we can make the data duplication. So how we are going to be make the data duplication? So for example, one of my student is going to prepare one document. I like that document. So what will I do? I will go to the save file menu and I will select save as option. I will give different file. So automatically the data will be duplicated. But here in database management system, inconsistency. That means the data will be in consistency mode only. That means we are going to be having only one extension only, and the duplication of information sometimes is not possible in database management system. So this is going to be called minimized data inconsistency. So in this case, especially in the database management system, the data will be in consistency mode and we are not able to copy the data. So copy means copying is not done. Most probably cases in database management system, the data will be in consistency mode only. Next one comes to the improved data access. So once you are going to be enter the data in the database, you can access in online, and not only that, you can use this your data in front-end applications also. Front-end application means Visual Basic 6.0, VB.NET, ASP.NET. So like that in Java programming language, we can use this data access very easily. We can use this data access very easily. So by we are going to be having some methods out there. We have to follow those methods and procedure, and then after that the data access will be done from any application. So here in this data manipulation also will be done very easily. So comes to the data manipulation means sometimes we can change our data. So making changes in the existing data is called data manipulation. So this data manipulation also you can done very easily, and access also you can provide according to your choice. For example, I want to give the data access only read mode only. Read mode means the user able to read my data only. Those people is not able to change my data. So for in that case, I am going to be use the only read option. So whenever I am going to be select this read option, then automatically, so no person is not able to read my data. So the people is going to be only read the data and they are not take the any changes. So this is comes to the data access. So data access comes to the end users. End user means the persons who are going to be operating the computer, those persons we can call as the end users. End users are nothing but you. You means users. So next one comes to the sixth one, decision making. So by using this database management system, which is going to be used for decision making. So by using this decision making, the person is able to take the decisions very easily, and these decisions which are improve our organization. So here comes to the, this is the concept. We are going to be having the advantages of using the database management system. So these are comes to the your advantages. Now we are going to the disadvantages of DBMS. Next one comes to the, so now we are discussed about the advantages. Now we are moving to the disadvantages. So what is the disadvantages? We will see now. Disadvantages of DBMS. So the disadvantages of DBMS, first one main disadvantage is increased cost. So in database management system, if you want to manage normal storage capacity, it's not possible. If you want to implement in the organization, so which we have to require very large space part. So these large space part we can call as data repositories. So to apply these data repositories, which is going to take a lot of cost. So here maintaining the hardware and software comes to be very costlier in the database system. So that's why if you are going to implement the database management system, first disadvantage is that it will be increase the cost. So the repositories are very cost. Next one comes to the complexity. So coming to here, management complexity. So here we have to divide into different groups. So by making the different groups here, so it will be takes the complexity. That means while accessing the such a departments is not done very easily. So this is called management. Next one comes to the maintaining currency. Sometimes in database management system, so currency format. So if you want to manage the currency format, you have to provide the different currency formats, and these different currency formats is going to be takes a lot of things, and not only that, we have to apply the different updates and patches also we have to be done, and these are the things. So next one comes to the last one is frequent upgrade sessions. Next one comes to the frequent upgrade. So what is meant by upgrade? That means in our database system, each and for a particular limit of time, a new version will become for you. So whenever a new version will become, so here we have to be upgrade the software. So without upgrading the software, you are not able to get the perfect output. So if you want to get the perfect output, you have to upgrade the your database system frequently, and not only that, you have to install different patches, and you have to replacement the some hardware parts also. So for example, in olden days, which we are used for hard disk only. So now if you want to get the fast access of your data, you have to use the SSD hard disk now. You have to use the SSD hard disk now. So by using this SSD hard disk, so which is going to comes to the upgrade of your hardware. So these are the disadvantages of DBMS. So by this we are completed our DBMS. Now we are going to a new concept, that is multimedia. So multi comes to the many, so media comes to the, we are going to be having the 5 things. So what are the 5 things are available in media? So how it is going to relate with multimedia, and these things we will discuss now. So in multimedia, the concept comes to the, it is a part, and for you, you are going to be having some little bit introduction part only. So this little bit introduction part we are going to be discussing now. So here comes to the multimedia. So comes to the multimedia. So multimedia is an interactive media which is going to be provides multiple ways to represent information. So here by using the multimedia, we can represent our information in an attractive manner. For example, I want to display my data. So how I am going to display? So here in this case, I am going to be take my data in I will show you in the form of the images. For example, I want to show the jeans pants. So generally the jeans pants are there. So you are understand. But when I am going to be show, so this is the image of, I will show the image of jeans pant. Then you are going to be understand very clear. So that is the impact of multimedia. So multimedia comes to the, which is going to be used for interaction purpose. So in this interaction purpose, whatever the information will be there, we are going to be shown in a powerful manner. It provides interaction between users and digital information. So here it is going to be used for digital information. For example, our classes, whatever may be now it is recording. So this is also multimedia. So I am recording a video, I am sending to you, and you are listening. So this is comes to the powerful manner of multimedia, and this is comes to the digital information. So this is interaction we can call as a digital information, so which is going to transfer for you in internet, and it is a communication. So by using this communication, which is going to be used, means multimedia. So in first I will told about the slides, each and everything I will show you in visible with lot of images. So by using that images, you will understand the concept very easily. So that is going to be called, we can call as communication part. So in this communication, which is going to be used for education wise, and next one comes to the training and business presentations, advertising, and sometimes making the documentaries also, we can use this multimedia. And the next one, so definition comes to the multimedia is a representative of information in attractive manner, so which is going to be combination of text. So here which is going to be used the combination of text. So here I am going to write in the text here, and after that the audio also you are getting, and also you are going to getting my visual part. So this is going to be called as multimedia, and attractive and interactive manner, which is a combination of text, audio, and video, graphics, and animation. So multimedia basically is a combination of text, audio, video, and after that graphics and animation. We say multimedia is a computerized method presenting information, combining data, audio. So visual comes to the video, graphics, and comes to the multimedia. Examples are now present we are using. So comes to the email, video conferencing, multimedia message service. So present we are going to send in the WhatsApp videos, comes to the video messaging, and next comes to the video conferencing. Just like the video conferencing which we are going to be using the Zoom or Google. What is the Google? Google Meets. So Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. So these we are going to be using. So these which we are going to be using for video conferencing. So this comes to the which are going to be used the part of the multimedia. And the multimedia hardware comes to the radio, and next one comes to the TV, and next one comes to the your calculator, and this we can call as the your multimedia device. Next comes to the software. We are going to be having the your mail account for text, which we are going to be using the communication in the form of the mail account, and next one comes to the SMS services, sending the audio files and video files is going to comes to the your multimedia software part. Next, multimedia will be having the 5 components. First one is the text. Next one comes to the graphics. Next, audio, and next video, and after that comes to the animation. What is the text? So present we are going to be using the text only. So how the text we are going to be using? So for communication part, most probably we are going to be using the text. So the text we can call as SMS service. So for example, I want to see my class, so I will send the text. So I will prepare the notes, so which the text is going to be useful. Next one comes to the graphics. Graphics are nothing but images. So images we can create in 2 ways. First one comes to the bitmap images. So if you are going to be taking the Windows operating system, you are going to be having the Paint. The Paint application which is going to be used for single graphics comes to the Paint. Next one comes to the vector graphics will be there. So these vector graphics which we are going to be used to attract the images more beautifully. Next one comes to the audio. So here in this is a audio which comes to the in the form of the sounds. Next video comes to the visuals. So next animation, so animation comes to the 2 ways, 2D and 3D. So 2-dimensional animation and 3-dimensional animation will be there. Next audio comes to the sound. So for the sound we are going to be having the sound systems are there, listening the audio files, just like MP3 files, Ghana. So if you are going to listen in the songs, so those are comes to the your audio. Next video comes to the visuals. Just you are going to watch it. So here this is our multimedia class. So it's a combination of text, audio and video. Audio comes to the here and video comes to the my visuals. My movements is going to capture it. So this comes to the audio and video. Next one comes to the animation. So this animation you can implement very easily. So for that you have to learn the multimedia courses for you. So the multimedia course which we are going to be offering the Arena Multimedia. So if you want to interest in animation part, you have to go to the institute and you have to learn the 2D animation and 3D animation. And after that you are going to get the data comes to the in a visual way. So this comes to the your today class about interaction of multimedia and components of multimedia, and these 5 which we are going to be used in our multimedia concept regularly. So this comes to the today class, and tomorrow we will discuss with some more multimedia topics. Until then, take care, bye.